Go ahead, David, when you're ready.
Great. Hello, everyone. I'm here to talk to you about Hurricane Matthew and the damage it's caused to all the places in its path. But in order to do that, I want to start by giving you some general information on what a hurricane is. So, what is a hurricane? A storm officially reaches hurricane status when the wind force hits 119 kilometers per hour. And there are 5 different categories of hurricanes, one being the least dangerous, I guess, and 5 being the worst. So category 1s are anywhere from 119 kilometers per hour to 153 kilometers per hour. And then category 2 is 154 to 177 kilometers an hour. Category 3, 155 to 209. Category 4, 210 to 249. And then your category 5s are anywhere from 250 or faster. And the eye of the hurricane is the calmest section of the hurricane, and is where the rest of the hurricane rotates around. And the diameter of the eye can be anywhere from 20 to 50 kilometers in diameter. So here's a picture of the route that Matthew took. It was first noticed on September 25th, and was a decent stretch out of land still, so they weren't sure how bad it was going to be at the beginning. And then they named the storm on September 28th, and it peaked as a Category 5 hurricane with winds reaching 257 kilometers per hour on September 30th. Thankfully, it hadn't had landfall yet, so the storm at the worst of its time, it wasn't on land, which was a good thing for anyone in that area. The storm then dropped to a Category 4 hurricane and had landfall in Cuba and Haiti on October 4th. Once it was clear of Cuba and Haiti, Matthew made its way to the northwest Bahamas on October 6th and was fluctuating between a Category 3 and a Category 4. On October 7th, it made its way towards Florida, but it stayed mostly over the Atlantic, which minimalized the damage Florida suffered. But on October 8th, it hit landfall on the coast of South Carolina. It was only rated as a Category 1 hurricane, but it still caused massive amounts of damage. And finally, on October 9th, it fell out of hurricane status and is now dissipating. So Hurricane Matthew didn't come and go without leaving a mark on every place it was hit. Starting with Haiti and Cuba, the death toll in Haiti has reached over 1,000 people due to the damages. Matthew caused crippling damage to the entire southern region of Haiti and destroyed the main road that connects the southern parts of Haiti to the capital Port-au-Prince. Many parts of Cuba were totally destroyed as a result of Hurricane Matthew. Flash flooding, heavy winds, tearing up trees, all that kind of stuff. So then it went to the Bahamas, and they were also hit hard by Matthew, which caused also massive amounts of damage to homes, to trees, boats, ending up in yards, that kind of stuff. Stuff that you don't really want to see and hear about. I couldn't find a death count for the Bahamas or Cuba. I'm not sure if they're grouping things together or not, but I know for Haiti for sure it was over 1,000 people alone. And then it came to the US, and I mean, some of these pictures are crazy, and yet this damage was nothing compared to what happened in Haiti and Cuba and the Bahamas. The death toll in the States was, I guess, compared, you could say, a measly 21, but that's still, it's 21 lives lost, and that's not something you want to see. Hurricane Matthew is said to have caused the worst aftermath along this section of the U.S. from a storm since 1999. So that's pretty crazy as well. So in conclusion, Hurricane Matthew caused incredible amounts of damage, no matter where it went. This is one of the worst hurricanes to hit land in the last decade and has caused many challenges for people hit by Matthew. It will take a long time and a lot of help before people will be able to go back to a normal life. And I know there's many different organizations who are already making their way to Haiti and Bahamas and Cuba and all those places, as they have been hit the worst out of everywhere. But at the same time, like, the states also need some help. They also have damages that they need to pay for and flooding that's affecting their lives as well. But this hurricane is one that that people will remember for a long time, whether they want to or not. And hopefully they will be able to return and feel peace sooner rather than later.